What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video, I'm going to be doing something different than I usually do. Usually I do a full feature list of what I've done this week. This week I thought it would be cool if I just showed you guys the entire process of actually adding a feature. A full feature, like modeling, coding, implementing, and actually getting the AI to work with it and stuff. So yeah, that's basically what I did today. It was a 3-hour video, but I was doing a lot of things that I'd forgotten. So I had to look over tutorials and stuff. So usually it takes about an hour to implement stuff, but this video was 3 hours, and I hope you guys enjoy. First thing I do is I turn on Juice WRLD, all 3 albums on shuffle. I then created a new Blender project, resized this cylinder, inserted, extruded, scaled. I then selected every second vertex or face on this cylinder, then pressed I to indent, and then I pressed E to extrude inwards. I then looked up a tutorial on how to actually use the materials. I then colored my object black and did all the extruded inward white. I then deleted that and created a brand new cylinder that I preferred the design of. Okay, so next I did the animation. This is my first time doing any sort of animation in Blender, so I had to look up a few tutorials, and it took me a while, and I still managed to mess it up in the end. The problem I was having was that I somehow needed to change the color of the actual indented things that I put in. The white parts of the object, I wanted to change those to red throughout the animation. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do that, and I wasted about probably an hour trying to figure this out. It took me forever. Like, the first part was easy. It's just adding rotation. You literally just moved the object, and that was it, done. And then it took me forever to actually figure out that I had to do the materials. I had to do a material for each of them, and then basically set the material color at the start and then have it change at the end of the animation. And it took me forever to do this. And then when I actually did import it, it didn't work, and I had to delete it and just make it in Unity. And then that took like 5 minutes instead of an hour. So next I dragged it into Unity. I was a bit confused about the fact that it was gray and it wasn't white. But then I watched a video and then I messed around, found out that I needed to drag in the textures as the PNG, the .png texture file that I used. And then once I did that, it then turned into green, which I'm fine with. So I just created a landmine script for the landmine. Basically, I just put in the take damage file in there. And then I went on to trying to fix the animations, trying to get them to work. But as I slowly realized, it took me like probably another hour to figure this out, because for some strange reason, even though I had the X and Z disabled, it was still counting as like a world position inside of Unity when I dragged it in. So that's why I couldn't use that animation. And the animation would basically just, every time the animation would play, it would set the landmine to 0, 0, then it would go up 5. So then I also struggled because I was stupid. For some reason, I had done a on collision enter, which was wrong. Obviously, it's because I was using an on trigger. What I was writing was never being called. Here, I just show you what I did for the animations. It was basically what I did in Blender, but a bit better because it's Unity. It was already in the game engine, and I didn't have to do anything extra. I then press play, and as you can see, it instantiates the flames. It destroys the landmine. Basically, perfect script. And then I did the code to actually instantiate the landmine, because before I'd had it placed and the car can instantiate it. So I just whipped that up real quick. And then I did the code for the AI. So basically I just copy and pasted it. I just copy and pasted the angle code, but instead of having the angle be at 30 each side, I put it 180, because 180 is a straight line in a circle, no, or in an angle or a 3D space or whatever. So I did that, and then everything worked perfectly. As you can see, I drove behind the car blew me up. And yeah, that's about it, boys. Took 3 hours and 36 minutes, but we got it done. We got a video out of it, and hope you guys did enjoy. Did slap a like, subscribe, and share, because this video is gonna get awful views, because the fact is it's less than 8 minutes, and YouTube wants me to make an 8-minute video. I could make an 8-minute video, but that would suck. So yeah, do make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and tell me if you like this version of my game tutorials or the other one where I actually talk you through the code properly, and it's a 20-minute video and it can actually get views. So yeah, like, subscribe, and share. This video was pretty cool to make. And this is your boy Vmancool, and I'm reporting out.
And I don't know why I'm riding. First name like my guys.